Hey guys, how's it going? Phil Monteleone, the Book Peddler here. If you haven't, I hope you like and subscribe to my channel, The Book Peddler. Stay up to date on book picks and store out store activity, book selling experiences. We play a little music in here. And so, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the channel if you're new to it. I also make videos on special buys like that I'm about to show you, some very rare, significant historical books here. I previously just made a video on this and posted it, but unfortunately something got screwed up with the YouTube, so my apologies. But anyhow, working on what I got. But before I get started here, I'd also invite you to check out my social media channels, like Instagram, it's the Book Peddler of Smithville, Facebook, the Book Peddler. I think that's it for now. So yeah, but before I get started here, I want to show you a new cool bookcase that I got in. This is a really real beauty. Um, Very early stacker. What's really neat about this is that the shelves, unlike stackers like those ones over there where they come up off the top, they slide forward. So it has early wooden wheels, early knobs, and I love the simple hook mechanism within. It's easy to take these off, clean them. And so, yeah, it's a beautiful addition to the shop. Definitely adds value. And this is kind of how my back behind my desk looks. So I think it looks pretty cool. This needs a little cleaning, but anyhow. So before we get started here, I'm going to give some shout outs to my new subscribers. I appreciate everybody's support out there. Again, hope you're enjoying the channel. And let's get started with these names here. Wax Reliquary, Paul Ross, Jack Carney, Matthew Plessé, Ira Landsman, Caroline, Albanito, Chaz Lon, Crystal Hernandez, Ozzy Chingas, Rose Hobart, M. Moore 24-2, Sherry Dennis, Kip Post Speecher, Resell It, Lil Miss Brainstorm, Ian Johnson, Naguyan James. I'm getting a little better with some of these names. Jay Cavanis. It's also a third time I've read them. Most Agreeable, Moshe Fruchter, John Parks, Cynthia Eaton, Damian Madden, Wiseman, David Stockstill, Vladimir Nicobedazzi, something like that, Fernando Lopez, Pit Lolly Grower, Banberg 13, and Christian Clark. Thank you all for your subscription, guys. The support is much appreciated out there. And just real quick, switch hands here. So these books came from a buddy of mine named Bob. Bob is a heck of a book collector. He really collected beautiful, higher end material, and the condition is excellent. He always bought really great condition. And if you're watching, Bob, you know how much I appreciate you relinquishing some of your collection to me. It means a lot to me. And Bob's very supportive of me and my business. And it's really awesome that I have the opportunity to purchase some of these gems, because I don't come across books like this in regular book picks. It'd be very rare to do so. I get gems in book picks for sure, but this kind of caliber is usually reserved for the people that are real hardcore collectors. You have to pay a little bit up, but you know, Bob understands that he leaves a little bit of meat on the bone for me so I can make a buck too. And this kind of stuff always adds great significant value to my collection here, and for my people that enjoy collecting books like this as well. And in terms of value, the value isn't going anywhere. It's always seems to be maintaining or going up. And so I'm about to get you to this first book. This first book actually precedes the Lewis and Clark expedition by 12 years. It's a book by Alexander Mackenzie on his journey from Montreal to the Pacific Ocean. It's a beautiful book. So let me get going here. So here we go. There she be. Look at how beautiful this binding is. Journal of a Voyage Through the Northwest Continent of America. It is held wonderfully. Show you the exterior. In just immaculate condition. So here is the title page. Here's Alexander Mackenzie. Voyages from Montreal and the River St. Lawrence through the continent in North America to the frozen Pacific Oceans in the years 1789-1793. with a preliminary account of the rise, progress, and present state of the fur trade of that country. Illustrated with maps, London, 1801. This is a first edition and such a historical gem to have. And I'll show you the maps in the back. Mackenzie journeyed 2,800 miles. He was first and foremost a businessman with the fur trade company. I believe he was looking for alternative fur trade routes. But check out the condition of this book. It is wonderful condition. So here's one of the maps. Now this book is supposed to come with 3 maps. It has 2. Thankfully, the 2 that are in here are the most important maps. And here's the one right here. A map of Mackenzie's track from Fort Chippewa to the Pacific Ocean in 1793. I'm going to try to move a little bit slower over this one while I talk about Mackenzie in his journey here. One of the stints of his trip, it was actually a 500-mile canoe run. Some portions, they said it was so cold that the men's axe blades basically became almost as brittle as glass. There's the Rocky Mountains. And what an incredible journey. So this book kind of inspired, I believe, the Lewis and Clark expedition. And it was used heavily as a reference as to what to bring on an expedition like this. Thomas Jefferson read this book, and it helped guide them in a sense and give them good reference material. He talks about his Indian encounters in the book. This is made on very thick paper. I will try to find the map that's missing to complete this book. It might be quite a bit of a task because there's not much out there in terms of this being on the market. But I'll do the best I can. But yeah, like through this, they knew to bring beads, Lewis and Clark, to trade with the Indians. What else? Like different dogs. And he also was, doing the latitudes and longitudes very well throughout this journey. So here's the second map. It does have a tear up here, some heavy toning down the crease line. And in some of them, the little pockets here where the folds meet, there's little tears. But this one is a map of Mackenzie's track from Fort Chippewa to the North Sea in 1789. So I'll run you through this as well. Now, so as I said, this book helped Lewis and Clark in their logistical planning. I will link up in the description. Here's the Hare Indians, Mackenzie River, the article that I found on it so that you can read it yourself if you'd like. It is disputed among historians whether they carried this book with them, Lewis and Clark. Some believe they did, and I think some are a little bit more cautious about that, whether they did or not. But truly such a historical gem that has found my way in my shop, and I am very honored to be able to house such a beautiful book. I'll read you a little passage here. The journals of both expeditions dwelt on ups and downs of their relations with the Indians. Due to more to like circumstances than any literary copying, both parties depended on the neighborhood people for food and direction. Like the later Americans, Mackenzie tried to cultivate good relations by acting as a wilderness doctor for various native ailments. So, and apparently the rest of this says, so like them, he awed the locals with displays of European technology, the use of a magnifying glass to make fire from sunbeams so astounded some coastal Indians, he reported that they exchanged the best of their otter skins for it. More than once on meeting families of wary natives, Mackenzie melted the adults' reserve by handing out sugar to the kids. So, truly a trailblazer, an amazing individual to be able to have the fortitude to make such a treacherous journey. He went with 9 men. I believe Lewis and Clark went with like 31 or something like this, but they made it all the way to the Pacific, and he scrolled his graffiti apparently upon one of the rocks on the Pacific. So what a historical gem that has made its way into the shop, and I'm just so impressed with this book and enjoying it immensely. I thought you guys would as well. Now, I do have one other book to show you that came in. It is the best fishing book I've ever acquired, and I'm going to put it on fold this up, put it on the table, and get to that one. So here it is, guys. The Dry Fly Man's Handbook by Frederick Halford. This is a deluxe edition book, and this man was known as the father of dry fly fishing. There's only 100 of these put into print, and this is number 30, and it is signed by Halford. Again, immaculate condition. Now, both of these books, I think it has 44 plates in it, different drawings. Now, both of these books were for longer term investment. So there's someone's book plate. I don't expect, nor do I care, to want to flip these immediately. That's not really of the interest for me. Something like these books I'd love to bring to book fairs. They're real show pieces. There's a plate there, Halford, and I'll show you the title page. Whoop. Bear with me, guys. The Dry Fly Man's Handbook, a complete manual including the fisherman's entomology and the making and management of a fishery by Frederic M. Halford. Deluxe edition number 30, and he signed it. Awesome, huh? Really awesome. The crown jewel of anybody's fisherman collection. Or it could be. Or it'd be one of them. So let me turn to get you to see a plate. So there's a plate right there. Very, very nicely made book, and the conditions just amazing. Let's see if I can find another one in here. Here we go. This one's titled Backhanded Horizontal Cast. So, what a book, huh? You know, you just don't get these kind of books in here every day. This isn't your average material. There's another plate, and there's also drawings and stuff in here. Gorgeous book, best I've ever bought. I feel like I've been saying that a lot lately, actually, but I've been spending real heavy. I've been selling pretty darn steady too, but hopefully this won't put me under. I'll be out front of the store shaking a change jar. So those are my two very special gems. Most appreciative of Bob, and also appreciative of you guys to help me grow in my YouTube channel. And thank you for the purchases you guys have made. Warren, thank you for your purchase. Stanford made a nice purchase. James Pennell. There's a number of you who have. Who's out of Rhode Island there? Is it Jack? I'm sorry, I can't remember at the moment here. But I really appreciate the support, guys. You're helping me grow my business and pursue something that I truly love doing, and it means a lot to me. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. And to you that are new, I hope you enjoyed my channel as well. Hit the like button if you made it this far, and throw up a comment if you'd like. So, okay, guys, till next time, I'll see you later.